Hi, Gemini. This is your reading for the time period of August 1st to August 17th, 2019. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome and thank you for subscribing to Amani's Lightwork. Okay, as you can see, today is August 10th, and I am doing this on a nice sunny Saturday morning. Okay, where I have natural sunlight. I work during the week, so that's why I don't try to cover the readings during those time periods. I usually wait to the weekend because my room gets really dark at night, and I like doing it early on the weekend because of the sunlight in my room. Okay, so let's see what energies come through for you, Gemini, for this time period. Okay, something's going on here with work, so I immediately got that. All right, or interesting with work. Okay. But it's a where should I work? But let's see what's going on. Okay. Six of Pentacles energy is underneath here, Gemini, but giving back to Earth sign energies. But I also was getting where should I work? So you may want to work with the Earth signs, or you're just trying to look for a new place to work. But the other place steals. So some place that you were working or you currently work or whatever, like they may steal, or you're finding out that something is being stolen from someone, or you are that person that's being stolen from, or whatever. Are you taking something from someone? It just depends on what's going on. The Six of Pentacles here is underneath, but feel bad. So the Six of Pentacles is that you may have taken something from an Earth sign, and now you feel bad. However you want to look at taking something from somebody, it could be like a borrowed an idea also. So you may have borrowed an idea from someone, borrowed an idea, like borrowed a really cool idea they have for our project, borrowed something that literally belonged to them, like a piece of work. I don't know, something that you borrow from, but it feels worky. Like it feels like if you could be in a you could be in a work environment where Earth sign energy, but took something from. So you may have taken something from them, like an idea or an object or a thing, but they don't notice. So when I said idea, object, or thing, they don't even notice that you took that idea from them. So it just depends on what's going on. But something's going on here with feeling bad. Something may be going on here with you feeling bad, and you need to give back to the Earth signs, and but charity. So the Six of Pentacles does represent charity. So you may want to spend time with them or give something back, but what you took. So you may want to give back what you took. What did you take from the Earth sign, or did they take something from you? It's a Six of Pentacles, so I don't necessarily feel like they took something from you, but I keep getting ideas. So you took an idea from them, but it's an idea, but they may not, it may have been an idea they had that they themselves may not have been fully confident about implementing themselves, and you felt the need to take it because maybe you were thinking that they weren't going to use that idea or that thing or that object. So it just depends. But I get sorry, so you may be saying sorry to that person or those people. This depends on what's going on or how you want to look at that idea. If it's not anything with stealing or you being stolen from, or you taking something from someone, but it's unintentional, like this could be a situation here where someone may have had a really cool idea to do something, but they may not have had the energy, or they may not have had the tools or the money to implement it. So you took it. Whatever. It just depends on what's going on. Okay, but they could have done that to you. However, if it's not that with the Six of Pentacles, you're sharing your money or putting some away. So you're putting some money away to do something with the Earth signs, or you're being charitable, or you're just giving back to people. Period. But the reason for that is because for whoever I'm reading for. Well, part of the reason for that is because you took something and there's a need to give it back, or need to give something back for someone that you took, or vice versa. And it depends on what's going on, or the reason into why you're being charitable, however you want to look at that. Your starting point has the hangman energy there, but good Samaritan. So the hangman represents good Samaritan with the Six of Pentacles, and being good Samaritan like Capricorn. Being a good Samaritan to a Capricorn energy, you're trying to be a good Samaritan to them, but I took something from. So you took something from. So okay, the emphasis with the taking something from is that either they, it keeps bringing that in all the time. So either they notice, or either they notice that you did that, either they notice that you took something from them and they don't care, or you took something from them and you didn't tell them that you took it, or it's an idea. It could be an object or something, or it could literally be money. That's why the pentacles there. It could literally be money that you took from them, but unintentionally took money from them. So you unintentionally took money from them. Did they unintentionally take money from you? But they don't see it that way. They may have unintentionally taken money or something, or an idea, or they could have done that to you as well, but I don't care. So they may have done that to you as well, but you don't care. It just depends on what's going on with the hangman energy there. If it's not anything like that, then the hangman and finances, the hangman energy is just the way you make your money, or how you use your money, but something's also going on here with selfishness also. So when I said how you use your money with the hangman, something is going on here with selfishness. So this could be a situation here where but don't invite someone to something also. So this could be a situation here where someone that you took something from, or someone that you took an idea, you don't invite them places. So someone that you took something from, or someone that you took an idea or an object or money from, someone that you took something from, they like you use their ideas or you implement them, but I have the money to. So when I say implementing someone else's ideas, you have the money to implement someone else's ideas, but that same person, you don't invite them places. But with spirit, it's like, why don't you invite them places? So the hangman energy is, why don't you, that you're taking from, why don't you invite the person that you're taking from, or people, why don't you invite them places? That could be where the selfishness is coming from. Or are they doing that? Is someone doing that to you, right? Aries. An Aries element may be doing that to you. The Aries element unconsciously, the Aries element may be doing that to you, but they're unconsciously doing that to you, but stop doing that. So you may want an Aries element to stop doing that, or you do that to a Capricorn, or they don't notice, or you think that they don't care, but cries a lot. So that element, one of those elements, the Aries or a Capricorn, whichever, one of those elements of Capricorn, they cry a lot, or you observe that they cry a lot. It just depends. But someone's gone with depression and things of that nature, but they may be being taken from. They may feel that way because they're being taken from, and you could be one of those people that are taken from them. But invite them out. So some of the spirit is like, invite them out or treat them to something. If you take something from someone, the spirit, if you take something from someone, or an idea or an object or money, or they may have paid you for something in the past, or they paid you for something. Why the spirit is like, why can't you do this for them? Why can't you give back to them? Well, why can't you invite them out as well? Invite it family. So something may be really interesting about your family, or your family may have prejudice, or something's going on interesting with your family and their family, or your family and them, and fearing your family, not liking them, or vice versa. They may have this kind of thought about you. Just depends on what's going on. But why am I like that? So you don't even understand why you're like that. So this is actually a message that I realized that has been coming through for you a lot recently, within the past year or two. And I realized I keep getting prejudice, and I realized that something may be going on, prejudice with your family or their family still. So it's some, the reason for the messages keep coming through all the time like that is because you're not openly, okay, you're still not getting over something, or you're still not open to, you're still not open to being culturally integrative with a friend that you have, or having them be around your family and things of that nature. But I'm nervous. So that is something that you still have a problem with mentally for some reason, with the hangman energy there. But you're nervous about that. But at the same time, whoever you're nervous about bringing around, you're taking something from them. And something may not make sense into doing that. Maybe you shouldn't take something from them, or they have this feeling with you and they shouldn't do that to you. It just depends on what's going on there. If it's not anything like that, hangman energy with your finances is that you just, the Six of Pentacles is that you're thinking that you're going to have to set aside money for someone that you're taking from. You're thinking that you're going to have to set aside money for someone that you're taking from, for something maybe going on with them extreme, and that something may be going on with them extreme, and you feel like you need to break down and give back to someone. You feel like you need to break down and give back to someone that something may be going on with them extreme in the sense where they may be depressed. This could be an ex that's depressed or something, or somebody, a friend of yours, they could have lost a home, or they're homeless, or some examples. And it's some, but that person that's homeless, that you may have taken something from them that's not right. You may have taken something from them, but that may not be looking right to somebody. So there's a need to revisit morals, or something's going on with a moralistic view that you have of that with a friend or a coworker or a partner, whatever the situation is there. What you're waiting on is the Wheel of Fortune energy. So by a workplace. So the Wheel of Fortune energy is that you may need to leave a workplace, but what you did. So you may have done something interesting inside of a workplace, but people are complaining. So the Hangman, Six of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune, people are complaining. People are complaining. So something that's really interesting with people complaining and stuff. But why? So you may not understand why. Someone may be karmic about somebody complaining to you in a workplace. You know what I mean? Like the Hangman with the Six of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune, but I took something. The Hangman with the the Hangman with the Six of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune is that you took something, and you maybe whatever it is that you took. Whatever it is that you took, you may be using it on yourself. Whatever it is, an idea, but someone is aggravated. So, right, Scorpio. So a Scorpio may be aggravated, but whatever Scorpio, a Capricorn, or a Capricorn doesn't care, or whatever, something is going on, or Capricorn has Scorpio in their chart. It just depends on what's going on. But someone is aggravated by some behavior. Someone may be undercover, or someone may be subconsciously aggravated by your behavior. But the aggravation with the behavior is because I keep getting stole. The aggravation with your behavior is because you stole something from someone. Like I said, it could be an idea, but someone behind the scenes is really a Scorpio. The Scorpio behind the scenes is really aggravated with that for some reason. So either you did the Six of Pentacles with the Hangman and the Wheel of Fortune is that you betrayed coworker. Those three elements there, those three energies there, you may have betrayed a coworker unintentionally, but you betrayed a coworker unintentionally, but they may not have noticed, but maybe now they notice that you betrayed them. However you want to look at betrayal. You betrayed someone, but something may be going on interesting with one of those coworkers, maybe a Capricorn, maybe a Scorpio, but one of them or both, one of them may be going through something, has sympathy for the other. One of them may be going through something extreme, and the other has sympathy for that other one that is going through something extreme that you took something from. But I shouldn't have done that. So the Hangman with the Wheel of Fortune, I shouldn't have done that. Whatever it is that you did, I shouldn't have done that with it. But how to apologize? So the Hangman with the Wheel of Fortune is how to multiple coworkers. How to apologize to multiple coworkers. This could be a situation if you didn't take something from someone, but something's going on with jealousy and things of that nature also. So you may think that multiple coworkers have that kind of feeling towards you. You may think that they do. The Hangman energy is there. You may think that they do for some reason, but they do or they do not, but want them to be. So you may want some coworkers to have that kind of feeling towards you for some reason, but they don't need to have that kind of feeling towards you. Scorpio is annoyed. So I keep getting that you have a Scorpio enemy. I almost said enemy. So a Scorpio energy may be turning into an enemy, or something's going on. You may want them to be, and for some reason, something's going on with competition and things of that nature with a Capricorn or with a Scorpio, or something's going on with competition and things of that nature. But I'm in competition with. So you may be subconsciously, consciously or unconsciously, you're in competition with the Capricorn you're in competition with the Scorpio, but they observe that. So the Scorpio observes that you're in a you're in an unconscious competition with a Capricorn energy, or a Capricorn energy observes that you're in that with a Scorpio, but not really. So you may not really care about the kind of success that a Scorpio has, but Scorpio's annoyed because the Scorpio may likes Capricorn. So the Scorpio may like a Capricorn, but something's going on where they may be annoyed because they realize that you're in an unconscious competition with the Capricorn energy, or they're in that with you, but they may not care, or you're doing that to a Capricorn and the Scorpio energy doesn't care. Or the Scorpio energy cares, but that could be what is aggravating the Scorpio. But why is she bothered? So the Wheel of Fortune, why is she bothered? It could be a Scorpio female. Why is a Scorpio female bothered? It could be a Capricorn female. Why is a Capricorn? They're not. A Capricorn as a female is not bothered, but you think that they're bothered. For some reason, you think somebody or somebody's is success. For some reason, either you want them to be bothered, aggravated by it, either you want them to be. Whoever I'm speaking to, either you want them to be, or they don't have to be, or they're just not, or they don't care. It just depends on what's going on. The present has the Seven of Wands energy. So the Seven of Wands at fire sign. So the Seven of Wands energy could be your fire sign partner, or that's why something isn't working with them. So the Seven of Wands energy could be your something's going on with, it's a Seven of Wands energy. So someone's going on difficult with a fire sign energy that is a partner, but the spirit was like, that's why something isn't working with them. Something not working with a fire sign energy, that's their business partners, their love partners, whatever. Something interesting that is going on with your relationship to them that has to do with your success, or how you are becoming successful, or the reason into why you're taking somebody else's stuff. So the reason into why you're successful is because you're taking somebody else's things or their ideas. But the fire sign energy conversing with Scorpio, the fire sign energy talking to a Scorpio about that, and they're talking to a Scorpio about that, and that may be what is aggravating the fire sign. Are they going to leave me again? So are the fire sign energies going to leave you again? You think they're going to leave you, but trying to keep them somewhere. So the success that you're trying to gain, I keep getting taken from someone. So something's interesting with your success, but it implies that you're also taking from certain people, and those certain people could be coworkers or other business partners, but that's what's aggravating. So the taking from the coworkers and other business partners, that's what's aggravating them. You don't have to be someone may just, that Seven of Wands energy could just be the coworkers complaining is because they may think that you took something, but you didn't really take any. You did or you did not, or you didn't really take anything from them. But they're becoming really aggravated because you may be thinking that they're jealous and things of that nature. You may be thinking that they're jealous and things of that nature because they're trying to blame that you didn't do. They may be trying to blame you for something that you didn't even do. This could be taking an idea, taking an object, taking something from them, and that's why they're complaining. The Wheel of Fortune is that's why they're complaining. But this is like someone is trying to I keep getting success. Someone is trying to complain about your success. For some reason, someone's trying to complain about it, but they either you outwardly, or you made it really obvious that you took something from a coworker. Either you did that or you didn't do that, but someone else external observes that you did petty, and they're being really petty about that or something. So that could be why other coworkers and business partners are complaining, but I didn't even do anything. So they're complaining, but you're like, I didn't even do anything. The Seven of Wands energy could be your fire sign energy that is a partner that thinks you should do right by someone. So that your fire sign energy that's a partner thinks you should do right by them, or they think you should do right by Scorpio. They think you should do right by Scorpio or Capricorn or whoever it is that they observe that they think that you're taking from you. Either you are or you are not, or someone that you're tied to observes that you are, and you're trying to say that you're not. It just depends on what's going on with the Seven of Wands. But that could be why your fire sign energy that is a partner or a Scorpio energy, that's why they're complaining. Or you think they're complaining because of envy and things of that nature, but they don't have that feeling. So they may not have that feeling. Something's wrong with character. They may not have that feeling, but they may have a really interesting feeling about your character. Are they doing something like this to you all the time? So they may do something like this to you all the time. That's why the Seven of Wands energy is there. So if it's not business and success and how you become successful, the Hangman energy with the Wheel of Fortune is just your fire sign energy that is a partner, but leaving them. So you may be leaving them, or all the time is that you feel you constantly have to leave them all the time, or that's just a cycle that does not end with them. So it's just a cycle that doesn't end with them, with them threatening to leave you, vice versa. But Scorpio is annoyed. So a Scorpio is annoyed by that back and forth that you're doing with the fire sign energies all the time, but they don't even need to be bothered with that. They don't even need to be bothered with my business partnership that I have with the fire signs. They don't even need to. They don't even need to intervene. They don't even need. They're not a part of our relationship. This is not a polyamorous situation. Why does a Scorpio feel chime in? Why does a Scorpio feel the need to chime in? The Seven of Wands energy could be the Scorpio energy, envious. The Scorpio energy may be envious, and they feel the need to chime in with something that you have going on. You think that they're envious of you. They are not. That's why the Wheel of Fortune energy is there, because they're a complaining coworker. The Wheel of Fortune is there because they are a complaining coworker, that they're interjecting into your personal and private affairs and relationships and things of that nature, but they're not happy. So a Scorpio energy may not be happy with their own life. They may not be happy, but doesn't have a partner. So a Scorpio energy may not have a partner, or they have a cheating partner, or they just don't have a partner, or they're not having sex, or they're not love. Something's going on with love and experiencing loving situations. They may not be experiencing that, but trying to help them out mystically with that. So you're trying to help them out mystically with that. Fire sign energy doesn't want you to do that. So the fire signs, the Aries, the Leos, they may not want you to help the Scorpio heal. They may not want you to heal a Scorpio. Heal them. Like the reason into why the Scorpio needs to be healed, miserable. The reason why the Scorpio needs to be healed is because spiritually, or do healing on them, to them, with them, like they need to be healed because something's going on with them with miserableness. I keep getting not happy. They're not happy. There's something going on with you with the fire sign. Scorpio thinks you're not happy with the fire sign. So the Scorpio thinks that you're not happy yourself, but it's because of the fire sign energies, okay? The High Priestess is in the future. We can get back there in a second. Gemini, your instincts has the Eight of Swords energy is in your instinct, but calling someone. So the Eight of Swords is needed to call someone. It could be a Libra, it could be another Gemini, it could be an Aquarian, whatever, but they don't want to hear from you. So when I hit Aquarian, they don't want to hear from you. Do you not want to hear from that person, but did something mystically. So the not wanting to hear from that person, when I hit Aquarian, or the Libra, whichever one of those air signs, they may not, okay, you may not want to hear from them because they did something to your relationship. They may have done something mystically to your relationship, but talk to Scorpio. So the Scorpio energy converses Aquarian. The Scorpio energy, Libra, Aquarian, whatever. The Scorpio converses with those elements often about you or about your success. That's why you're trying to protect. The Scorpio talks with, they're mystical. So the Libra and the Aquarian energies, they're mystical. So they talk to dismantle. So they talk to the Scorpio often about how to dismantle something that your success, or win over also. So you're winning over on them, or they're trying to figure out a way to dismantle. They're the three of them, or however many of them, they're trying to work together mystically, or they're trying to have secretive conversations on the side when you're not at work. They're trying to have secretive conversations on the side and things of that nature when you're not at work. So they're trying to figure out a way to dismantle some type of success that you have. So either they're trying to do it mystically, and that's why you're trying to safeguard. You're trying to safeguard your success mystically, but then at the same time, you have people envious. You have people that are envious that they're trying to dismantle your success or some part of it. They're trying to, or if they can't do something mystically to your success, then they may be trying to do something mystically. They're trying to do something mystically to your fire sign energy. That's why something keeps happening with them. So Somebody is trying to do something mystically to the relationship that you have with the fire sign energies. And that could be why someone is in and out or not working all the time, in and out with them all the time. But someone's going on where someone may not want you to be with the fire signs. That could be by your mother. So your mother may, or somebody's mom or your partner's mother may not want you to be with, with your fire sign energy as a partner, but they're envious. So your mother or someone that you're dating or talking to, somebody's mom, a matriarch energy, is envious of a relationship that you have with the fire sign energies. And so you may know that, or you don't know that. You may not know that. And something may be mystical about a matriarch partner. So something is mystical about your partner's mother. If you do have a partner, something is mystical about their mother, or something's going on with jealous and envious coworkers, and they're trying to group together. They're trying to group together separately when you're not at work, and they're conversing about how to dismantle some at Libra. They're conversing together about how to dismantle something that you have going on, and a Libra is the one that's a ringleader for that situation also. And they converse with a Scorpio about that. But why are they doing that? So they converse with a Scorpio about that. Yeah, the Eight of Swords, why you're finding out that they're trying to do that. And why are they doing that? Or something's going on with a matriarch, or something's going on with a jealous or envious matriarch that somebody has here invoking something. So they're trying to invoke something, and that could be why a relationship is not working, strange, with your coworkers or with your business partners. But someone's going on with, somebody may have an envious or jealous mother. Someone has an envious or jealous mother. Either you're finding this out about your own mother. You may be finding this out about your own mother, and that's why the hangman is there with. That's why the attention. The hangman with the Wheel of Fortune, with Seven of Wands, is attention. So either something's going on with you wanting attention, or your mother, somebody's mother wants attention. So somebody's mother may want attention, and that could be where the mystical usage that a matriarch is doing on your relationship. That could be where the mystical usage that a matriarch is doing on your relationship. It could be Santeria, it could be whatever it is. It could be hoodoo or whatever that somebody's doing, practicing to break apart a relationship. They're trying to practice that to break apart a relationship. So either it's coworkers that you're finding out, either it's envious coworkers that you're finding out that they're banding together behind the scenes when you're not around to dismantle something that's going on, some part, not your whole success, or something that you have going on that is successful. You're finding out that they're doing that behind the scenes, or something's going on with a love partnership that a parent is trying to break up, but they're using hoodoo or Santeria to do that. And you didn't know that they were doing that, or coworkers are using Santeria and hoodoo to break that up, or to dismantle something, that dismantle a love partnership, or dismantle some success that you have going on in the workplace. But I'm a favorite. So you are a favorite. You are a favorite, and that could be where the aggravation and the mystical and the charity and the ideas and that could be where that's coming from. That could be where that energy is coming from. Very mystical workplace, or something's going on in your family, and something's going on with your family members, or a mother, your mother, and intervening. Your mother may be intervening if your mother's living. Your mother or whoever, a motherly figure is intervening, and on some level, a motherly figure is intervening. Could be an Aries element, or a Leo, or whatever fire sign energy, whichever one of these elements is a Scorpio energy. Could be a female also, or they could also be male, female, envious. They're male and female energies that are Scorpios that are envious, but they're trying. Someone's going on here with conducting an interview also. When I ran through that, someone's going on here with conducting an interview. You may be conducting an interview for someone, or you were asked to. Oh, I see what's going on. This is interesting. Someone's going on here with being asked to conduct an interview with business partners, or someone's being asked to do it in a workplace, but that's when someone's going to do something mystically. So you're being asked to conduct an interview, or you know how people, when you go to an interview but someone's going with fear of that. So, or somebody's asking you to do it, but there's a reason behind somebody asking you to do that. So this is interesting. This is like someone's very mystical about a workplace, or someone's mystical. So when you go on interviews and you're the person, you could, okay, for example, you are the interviewee, but sometimes your interviewers come, sometimes your interviewers come as one person, or sometimes they come as two people, but something's going on. Like if you're being asked at that's mystical. You're being asked to interview. You could be mystical, yes. You're being asked to interview or help out with an interview in a workplace, but that's when someone's going to do something. So either you're being asked to help out with an interview process, and you're not in the room. Like someone that may be that Scorpio, that may be a Scorpio's way of getting you out the room, getting you out the office, getting you out the house, getting you out of somewhere temporarily, so that they could discuss some type of mystical plan to dismantle something that you have going on. Either it's that, or somebody has a mystical idea. If you take part in an interview, if you take part in conducting an interview, someone could do an incantation. Someone can do an incantation to dismantle, or try to dismantle something that you have going on. But protect third eye. So you may need to protect your third eye. Or this could be a situation that could happen. That's really interesting, that someone may try to do that during it. Either you're being interviewed, you're being interviewed, or you're being asked to join in conducting an interview with someone, but they're utilizing something mystically. Either you're utilizing something mystically on them, or they're utilizing something mystically on you. I keep getting to dismantle. They're trying to utilize something mystically on you to dismantle something that you have going on. But you need to protect yourself mystically, or you need to protect your third eye energy and things of that nature. A Leo may be helping you with that. So the Seven of Wands is that you may be it's a Seven of Wands because someone's going with paranoia. The Seven of Wands energy is here because something's going on with you with paranoia. Fire signs can't take it. So the fire sign energies may have that kind of feeling with fire sign energies, and you may have had that kind of interesting discussion about interviews and conducting interviews, or being in one, or being interviewed, period. And you're trying to tell the fire sign energies that they're trying to do these kind of things on me in an interview, or I was asked to conduct an interview. But the reason to why I was asked to conduct an interview was so that someone could do an incantation on me or whatever. You're trying to converse with the fire sign energies about that, but they think you're crazy. So the fire sign energies may think that you're crazy, or they think something's going on with you with paranoia, or they may have this kind of shit going on with them, and you think that they're crazy, or they have paranoia stuff going on with them all the time. But I feel more so that they have this going on with you, but relax. So you may have this kind of subconscious thought going on, and they may think that you need to relax. That could be what would make something work also. If it's a spell, if you keep harping on something in your subconscious mind, whatever the situation is there. That could be why something is weird with the relationship. But the reason, I get metaphysical. The reason something is metaphysical about a relationship, or mystical about a relationship that you're in, but a matriarch did something mystically, or someone that is conducting an interview is mystical. It doesn't even have to be a mystical workplace. This could be a situation here where you're just trying to hang man. Someone that you took wants revenge. Someone that you hang man. Someone you think, or you're thinking. Someone that you took from, if you did take something from someone, someone that you took something from, that you're thinking that they want revenge. So what's happening, but has a lot of power. So someone that wants revenge on you has a lot of power. So what's going on is that you may not want to sit near someone. That could be paranoia, or talk to them on the phone. Eight of Swords could be like phone communication. Someone may be mystically weird about talking to someone on the phone for some reason, or just someone's paranoia about that though, or someone's going on with Someone's going on with them being in an interview process, and someone's going on with them being in an interview process with you, but something about that is making you scared, but somebody told you something. That's why. So the reason for that fear is because someone told you something really weird. Someone may have told you something really interesting about somebody doing incantations during an interview, or while you're conducting an interview, and things of that nature. I don't want to do it. So conducting an interview, you don't want to do that. You don't want to be asked to do that. So either someone's trying to get you out the way temporarily so they can have a secretive meeting about you. It doesn't have to be mystical. Someone may just be trying to get you out the way temporarily so that they can have a meeting about you. It doesn't even have to necessarily do with your success. It could just be they just don't want you in the room because the conversation may be about you. So they don't want you in the room at that particular time. So they're trying to get you distracted with something else. Whatever, or or this could also be a situation where you think where you may think that someone is conducting an interview. You may think that someone is conducting an interview in your job, but it's actually a conversation about you. I keep getting success. It's actually a conversation about your success, but you don't know that. That's why the hangman is there with the wheel of fortune. I feel betrayed. So you don't know that you feel betrayed. It's something that's it doesn't have to be mystical. Something about that is really interesting to you for some reason, or you're being asked to be in the interview, but the reason for that is so that someone could do something mystically. Or or somebody is conducting an interview separately from you, and they're like, I need this room, but they don't want you there because they're talking about you. It just depends on what's going on in a workplace, or it's happening if it's in a business deal, and business partners your business partners are moving in this way with you, and they're asking you to go downstairs for a second. They're asking you to go to a different room. They're asking you to go down the hall so that they can have a discussion about whatever it is that they need to discuss amongst each other about you. Wow. The accomplishment has the Fool, sign of Aries, right next to the hangman, but I'm leaving. So the Fool next to the hangman is I'm leaving. You may need to leave somewhere for some reason, but can't take something anymore. So the Seven of Wands is that you with the Fool and the hangman is you can't take something anymore. But secretive plans also. So you can't take the idea of a secretive plan being on you in a particular workplace, but conversing with Libra. So you feel like you need to talk to a Libra about that. You need to talk to an Aquarian energy about that, but they're responsible. So an Aquarian energy is responsible for the reason to why something is the way it is in a workplace, mystically or not mystically. They're responsible for something being the way it is somewhere. But I shouldn't have talked to them. So you may have talked to the Aquarian energy about something interesting, but your intuition is like, maybe I shouldn't have talked to them about something, but relayed something to Libra. So they relayed something to a Libra. Whatever it is that you talked about, I keep getting success. Whatever it is that I see what's going on. Something's going on spiritually with sharing certain things about your success too much with certain people that are envious. Sharing that information too much with certain people that are envious, but those envious people are also heavily mystical, and someone's going on with regret with Aquarian. Someone's going on with regret with sharing that with an Aquarian energy because they're mystical, but they're trying to do something mystically because they're envious or something. That's why the Wheel of Fortune energy is there. But they're sharing some type of secretive thought that you have with a Libra limitation. So they're sharing something with the Aquarian energy is sharing something with a Libra, but what's going on is that it has something to do with limitations or your freedom or the type of privilege that you have going on in the workplace. That's why a Scorpio complains. So when I said that, that's why a Scorpio complains, and the Scorpio, hence the reason for why the Aquarian and the Libra are having those conversations. But why are they trying to betray me? So the Fool is like, why are they trying to betray me? Why are those elements trying to betray me? I'm trying to get back to them so they won't betray me. Six of Pentacles, I'm trying to get back to them so they won't betray me. That's why the Eight of Swords energies and instincts utilizing something mystically, because they're trying to utilize something mystically, or the other air signs, particularly the Libras and the Aquarians, or the Aquarian is trying to get the Libra to want to utilize something mystically. And you don't understand why they're trying to do that, or they're just having secretive conversations about you, period. Or if it's not mystical, they're just having conversations about you, but you're putting limitations on you, but it has something to do with your privilege or what you're able to do in a business deal, what you're able to do in the house also, what you're able to do in the house also. That's why I said somebody utilizes something mystically, somebody's mother trying to utilize something mystically, or whoever, a sibling may be doing that, jealous. A sibling may be jealous and you didn't know a sibling was jealous, and they're trying to utilize something mystically to break apart a partnership that you have. It just depends on what, or a mother is doing that, or your coworkers, this could be a situation here where your coworkers are, your coworkers may know your mother, or you may have introduced your coworkers to your mother, but they talk to each other. So they're introducing your coworkers to a parent or whatever, or a matriarch, or an older figure that you're really close to, that they share something really private with you with other coworkers, but you may not have, should have done that. That could be, but they often talk to each other. They often talk to each other. So, or you introduce your mother's living, or you introduce your mother to your coworkers, and something's going on there with your partnerships and your success and things but too comfortable also. So when I said partnerships and success and things of that nature, something's going on with being too comfortable. You're too comfortable with sharing that with business partners and that you intuitively know that are envious, or something's going on with your lovers, and sharing that with your lovers. Your lovers may be envious of you, or they're just annoyed. So your lovers may just be annoyed by you, or they're just annoyed by how you handle something. They're just annoyed by how you handle something. How you handle a conversation, how you handle your coworker. This could be a situation here where you may be very privileged in the workplace, but abusing it. So you may be very privileged in the workplace, but you may abuse it. That could be what's aggravating. That could be what's making Scorpio go off. That could be what's making a Scorpio go off. And it's the Scorpio going off is leading them into wanting to utilize something mislead with the Aquarian and telling the Libra, and that could be why that's happening the way it is. But I should slow down. So the spirit is like, you may need to slow down. Whatever it is that you're doing that's aggravating someone, that you don't see that's aggravating someone, you may need to slow down with that kind of feeling. Okay. However you want to look at slow down. Cool down. However, the abusing the privilege it's like the abusing the privilege is like I was getting behavior earlier on in the reading, is that you may not notice that you have some type of behavior. You may not notice that you have some type of behavior that is annoying someone for some reason, and could have something to do with privilege. It may not even have necessarily to do with being envious or jealous of you. It may have something to do with some type of lack of caring, or someone may be annoyed by that or something, but you don't see it. But someone's trying to make you aware of it, but you don't understand. You think someone is envious and jealous, but they're just trying to make you aware of your privilege, or they're trying to make you not be blindsided, but they're trying to make you not be in a bubble. Like, they're trying to make you see what you're doing, and it could have something to do with privilege or acceptance and things of that nature in a business deal, in a workplace. But Libra doesn't see. So when I said business or workplace, a Libra doesn't see. A Libra doesn't see. A Libra may give you everything that you want, or they may spoil you, or they may give you the privileges, but Scorpio complaining. They may give you the privileges, but Scorpio, that's what's aggravating the Scorpio. But the reason they keep giving you the privileges, but someone's going on with the privilege is like the privilege may be going to the head, but that's what they see. The privilege is maybe going to your head or something, but that could be what other coworkers see. That could be what other coworkers or family members or people in a business deal, that's what they see, but for some reason you don't see that. And someone's going with paranoia, and you think that people are going to do something mystically to you, or the paranoia, if it's not mystical, the paranoia is just being asked to leave room. The paranoia is just the fact that you're being asked to leave an office. You're being asked to leave the room, but you don't know why you're being asked to leave the room. But now you know why you're being asked to leave the room. But why am I not a part of this meeting? Why am I not a part of this meeting? The reason for you not being a part of a specific meeting is somebody complaining about your privilege. The reason why you're not being invited to a specific meeting or conference meeting is because somebody behind the scenes that you talk to often, that you don't talk to often, they're complaining about your privilege all the time or something. That could be where you're trying to use your intuition. That could be what your coworkers and business partners are talking about. That could be what they're talking about, But it's tied into behavior. So you're thinking that someone's envious and jealous, but it has something to do with your behavior or their behavior. Something may be going on with their behavior. It's bringing me back to, that's why I'm being asked to conduct an interview. So that's why you're being asked to conduct an interview. That's why you're being asked to leave the room. Whatever it is that someone's trying to get you distracted with is to have a conversation about your behavior. If it's not anything going on with privilege, it's just a conversation about work ethic. It's just a conversation about your work ethic. That may be the mystical or not. That may be where the paranoia is coming from, because you intuitively know that they talk about you. Intuitively, they're going to talk about you. Whatever situation is there. The Seven of Swords is in your spiritual self, right next to the Wheel of Fortune. You know, how to safeguard. So, like I said earlier on, it's how to safeguard. It's in your spiritual self, how to safeguard yourself spiritually, how to protect your third eye, how to protect your success spiritually. But incantations. So you may be trying to learn incantations or fine tune them so you can protect your success. You need to learn how to protect your success spiritually. That could be what's going on. But are you fearing that and paranoia and interviews and being asked to leave rooms and things of that nature? You're trying to utilize things mystically to protect that or to not have that happen. The Wheel of Fortune right next to the Seven of Swords is to try to mystically find out a way to how to not have coworkers talk about you, how to not have coworkers talk about you. You're trying to do it mystically, or you're trying to have a little actual conversation with someone, with the boss, whatever, you know? The mentality has the Four of Pentacles. I said Earth sign energy and be respecting. So when I said Earth sign energy, you're respecting the Earth sign energies. The Eight of Swords was asked to do that. So you were asked to respect the Earth sign energies. You were asked to respect them. However you want to look at respecting them. You're being asked to respect them for some reason. Oh, I'll give you a perfect example of this. Oh, this is really interesting. But Mickey, okay, the privilege and things of that nature. This could be a situation here where someone that you took from, I feel drawn to go back there. Someone that you took from is the interviewing and things of that nature. Someone that you took from may be interviewing you. But someone that you took from may be interviewing you, but you don't know that the person that you took from is going to they're your interviewer. So someone that could be one situation. Someone that you took from that you think, okay. Someone that you took from that you think does not know that you took something from them. You're getting the shock of your life. You're getting the shock of your life, and they're your interviewer. And you think the revenge and things of that nature utilize something mystically. The revenge and things of that nature is that you're thinking that they're going to utilize something mystically on you. You're thinking that they're going to do that. That could be where this respecting them is coming from. That could be where this respecting them is coming from, or knows a lot about you. The respecting them is coming from the fact that the Earth sign energies just know a lot about you, period. It's not the interview example. They just know a lot about you, period. Like however you want to look at knowing a lot about you, period. They just know a lot about you, period. That's why the Eight of Swords is in the instincts with them, but trying to triumph over them. Like I said from the beginning, you're consciously doing it, unconsciously trying to triumph over them, or they're trying to do this with you, but they may not need to do that, or you're doing that on your own and they don't care, whatever it is. But someone's going on with respect because they know a lot of information about you and they know how to help you. So respecting them is coming from the fact that they know a lot of information about you and how to help you and things of that nature. But with fire signs, they know how to help you with fire signs. Someone that you're taking from, someone that you're trying to take from, whether you are not, or you deem them to be lesser than you for some reason, but you actually need to listen to them because they have vital information on how to take care of your relationship that you have going on with the fire sign energies, or how to safeguard your business, how to safeguard your success. They have good advice in how to safeguard your success, or they know what's happening behind the scenes with you. They just know what's happening behind the scenes with you. That's why a Scorpio is annoyed. So that could be why a Scorpio is annoyed by how you treat them, or how you treat the Scorpio, or whatever. That could be why a Scorpio is annoyed. Six of Pentacles. That could be why you want to give back, or you feel inclined to give back, or someone that you took from actually gives you good advice into your own life, but you're not listening to them. Things that you may have this feeling that you're better than them, whatever. A Scorpio sees that, or a Libra sees that, and Aquarian sees that, against you. For some reason, they may be against you. You didn't know that they were against you. You know what I mean? Or they tolerate you, or you tolerate them. Whatever the situation is, you know. Interesting. What's changing is the Queen of Wands. I did say Aries element, Aries, but she betrayed. So the Aries female may have betrayed you, or it's a Leo, whatever fire sign female. They siding with someone that you took from. So they're siding with someone that you took from Could be, like I said from the beginning, it could be a Capricorn, it could be a Scorpio, whatever, or someone that you betrayed, Aquarius, Libra, someone, or you betrayed, whoever you betrayed, they're siding with. I'm looking at them. So whoever you betrayed, they're siding with. They may have betrayed you, and you're siding with someone that they're betraying. However you want to look at it. They're siding with someone that you're betraying, or they're siding with someone that you're betraying, or you're siding with someone that they're betraying. It just depends on what's going on. That's why they're in the changing position. That is a change because they weren't doing that. They were not doing that before by invoking something. They weren't invoking something before, but now they are. For some reason, they're invoking something. Like it could be something going on with spellcraft, and I didn't know she knew how to do. So when I said spellcraft, I didn't know she knew how to do. I did not know that this element knew how to do some type of spellcraft. You know, but acts by Libra. So the Libra asks this person to do something. They ask this person to invoke something. They ask them to do an incantation. They ask them to do a spell. But whatever around you or whatever, they ask them. It's bringing me back to privilege. It has something to do with privilege. Like they either they secretively don't like, they may secretively not like you or like something that you do, or they secretively don't like the level of privilege that you have. So they're trying to get the lead. So they're aware that you utilize something mystically to protect whatever it is you have going on, but they're tired of seeing that happening also. So either they're doing that and you're tired of them doing that to someone else, or you do that, or you do that and they're tired. That's why a Libra asks them to do something. So that's why a Libra asks them to do something. But it's bringing me back to the interview. It has something to do with them setting up an interview, like a mock one, setting up an interview or setting whatever. It has sitting down with them and talking, or you're being asked to sit down and help them. You're being asked to sit down with them and talk. That's when she's going to do it. So you're being asked to sit down with them and talk. And that's when they're going to do it. But you don't know why you're being asked to do that. It could be, or you're aware of that and they don't know why you're being asked to sit down and talk with them. So it could literally be an interview that you're being asked to be in, or you're conducting it, or you're being asked to conduct it to get you out of the room, or something is mystical about it. But it's so that you can have limitations or your privilege or something. But you don't know why, Libra. You don't know why a Libra is asking them to sit down and talk with you. But you're using your intuition doing an incantation. You're using your intuition that they're going to do an incantation. You know, they're going to do one, but they may be a stronger one. You're intuitively, you know that they're going to do one. So the stronger one. So you may be trying to figure out how to to protect yourself from them. So you may be trying to figure out a way to do research on a stronger one, so that the one that they try to do won't overpower yours. But you're aware of what Libra hooked them up. You're aware into why a Libra hooked them up. This is like something may be going on interesting with your work ethic. Something interesting may be going on with your work ethic, and that a boss sees. So your boss has a mystical assistant, or they have someone that they your boss has a mystical assistant that they're hooking up that mystical assistant to make you aware of something. They're hooking up the mystical assistant to make you aware of something, or they're hooking up a mystical assistant to slap the privilege out of you. They're hooking up a mystical assistant to do something mystically to slap the privilege out of you, or literally or mystically do that. Literally, or as a partner that you have that utilizes something mystically. It's just a love partner that you have, or a partner that you have business partner that you have, they just utilize something mystically on their own without being asked, whatever it is. But it has something to do with privilege and limitations and your behavior, how you treat other people that you take from. And someone may be aggravated by that, so they're hooking up their own business partner to help her. They're asking you, she needs help putting this on top of the shelf. But as you're helping them, they're reciting an incantation. But you don't know that or something. But that's a setup or something. That's a mystical setup that they did. Whatever. But it has something to do with your success, your privilege, your behavior on the job. Scorpio aggravated, whatever the situation is there. Complain to Libra. Hence the reason for why a Libra's trying to mystical Aries element. whatever. Whatever the example is, you're being asked to, this could be something that's being concealed, yes. They're not gonna tell you that they're gonna do that to you. This is like your boss. Your boss could be one of the air sign elements. Your boss is like, can you help her? Can you help her put down the tiles? Can you help her? I don't know. Can you help her read this chapter? Can you help her with her essay? But you're not using intuition that they're being hooked up on purpose. They don't really need help. You're being hooked up on purpose to help them. But as you're helping them, you know that something is not real. That the help that you're trying to give you, the help that you're being asked to give this person, it's not real. So you're aware that they're trying to do an incantation, fake help. They need something wrong with fake help. That they don't really need help. They're being asked by the Libra to recite incantation. They just need you. They just need you in their space so that they can recite an incantation around you. They don't really need help putting books on the shelf. They don't really need help in an essay. They're not even in college. They're not even in school. What the hell do they need to write an essay for? They're being asked to help them with an essay out of nowhere. They just need to recite something around you. But it's to dismantle something, or it's to get you. It's to get, what do you call that? It's to get. It doesn't have to be mystical either. They just want you distracted with this person at menial work. They just want you distracted with this person, some type of menial job that they have going on that you're being asked to help them with. But it's to get you out of the room. It doesn't have to be mystical, just to get you out of the room, get you out the way for a minute so that they can have discussions about your privilege, have discussions about your treatment of other people, coworkers. You took something from someone, or someone that you took something from is conducting an interview on you, and that's giving you a shock. And you're like, I need to respect this person now. Respect whoever, Or Scorpio's annoyed, so they're complaining to Aquarians and Libras. The Libras hooking up in Aquarian. The Libras hooking up an Aries element to distract you, literally, or they're hooking them up because a Scorpio keeps complaining, or a Scorpio doesn't like what they see with how you behave. They're telling the Libra. Hence the reason the Libra is trying to figure out something mystically or not, to have you distracted, or to dismantle something mystically, or to get you to treat someone better mystically. Something may be going on there, whatever. Your resolution has the Death card, sign of Scorpio. There's your Scorpio you're using intuition, complaining about you. They're complaining about you. You're using intuition that a Scorpio is complaining about you. High Priestess, the Scorpio in the or just Death card going towards the workplace. It's the Death card energy is in the resolution with your workplace, using intuition about something that is really interesting, that is the secretive plans and hookups and things. I can get distraction. The secretive plans and hookups and things of that nature is just so you could be distracted in the workplace. That's why the Death card energy is, why are they doing this? The Death card energy is, why are they doing this? Using something as a plan. Using intuition that something is a plan. Something is a plan with your partner. Something I keep getting work ethic. Something is a plan because of your work ethic. You could be a good worker, but something is going on. You could be a really good worker, but something is going on with how you treat other people for some reason. But it has something to do with privilege and things of that nature, or something's going on with your business. And something's going on with envious people and jealous people with some type of success that you have. But it's through the success, you're treating certain people really interestingly. So they're trying to distract you by having those conversations, or they're trying to distract you by hooking up someone to do something mystically. I guess so you could be aware of privilege. So they're trying to hook up someone to do something mystically, so you could be aware of your privilege, or that's the reason to why you're being asked to conduct an interview with someone that you stole from. But you don't know that you're being asked to do that with someone that you stole from, whatever it is. You're like, what are they trying to make me see about myself? Or they're trying to make you see something about yourself in an interesting way. Like something is really, these are interesting scenarios that someone is trying to create, so you can be aware of your privilege. It doesn't have to be privilege, to just be your behavior. Some type of behavior that you have that's interesting in a workplace, business partners, inside of a house. Like someone is just trying to do something to make you aware of that. But it's just the scenarios that they're coming up with, or the fake task that you're sending you on. You're using intuition that something isn't right. or you're not doing something right, treating someone right, or you don't realize something that you're doing. You don't realize something about your behavior. That's why they're doing something. So you don't realize something about your behavior. That's why they're doing something. You use your intuition about death card with the intuition. You use your intuition about that. Okay. All right. Let's see what the outcome is here. Well, you know what's interesting? I just had an interesting thought. The making you see something about your privilege is that someone that you may have been is conducting an interview on you. Someone that you may have been belittling is being asked to conduct an interview on you. That could be what the secretive meeting is about. You know, someone that you were belittling, or someone that was belittling you, you're being asked to do that on. It just depends on what's going on. And you're like, I need to respect whoever. Four of Pentacles, The Four of Pentacles, well, the Eight of Swords could just be like you're just holding on to because you need to leave a job. So the holding on to finances because you're thinking that you may need to leave a job because of the Aries, a Leo, a Libra, an Aquarian, Scorpio. You're thinking that it's paranoid feeling. You're thinking that you're going to need to do that, but they keep complaining. You're thinking that you're going to need to do that, but you're trying to utilize something mystically so you won't have to do that. Or you already did that. This could have happened to you at an old location. This could have happened to you at an old location. This could have happened to you at an old location. And you're at a new one, or you're going to a new one, whatever it is. But something's mystical, and you didn't know that or something. But it has something to do with behavior and privilege. All right, let's see what the outcome is here, Gemini. Oh, Eight of Swords. Let's do that again. The Six of Wands energy. Six of Wands energy here. Trying to make something work with the fire sign, but they're not listening. So something isn't working with them all the time. It is, or it is not, or something it's just up and down with them all the time. But it's mystical. So the reason for that is because it's mystical. Somebody's doing this. Could be a situation here where you have everything goes well for you in the workplace or with your success, but some envious person, like some envious person may be trying to intervene with your, like I said earlier on, some envious person may be trying to intervene with your relationship, or a mom or whoever, somebody's mother, or somebody you work with is envious, and they're trying to utilize something mystically or not, to bring apart a partnership, so you won't, I don't know, like somebody deems your success to be both your work and a love partnership. Then, and if they observe that you have the best of both of that, they can't stand it. So someone may observe that you have the best of both of that and they can't stand it or something, and they're trying to get rid of one of those things because they're envious. They're trying to get rid of one of those things because they're envious or jealous of that. Let me do another outcome. King of Cups energy. So it could be that your partner is tied to. It's a King of Cups energy that your partner is tied to. Your partner is tied to this person, another business partner, another lover, it could be the King of Cups energy could be your partner's sibling, your sibling, or whatever. It's a King of Cups and want them out the way. You may want a King of Cups energy out of the way, but they're not going to be out of the way. So they're not going to be out, something is mystical. They're not going to be out of the way because something is mystical. Something is mystical. So somebody did something mystically, so a partner could be distracted with someone else. Somebody did something mystically so your partner would be distracted with your business partner, your lover, so that they would be distracted with someone else. Why is this happening? So you're finding out what someone is doing. Somebody's doing that mystically on purpose. Perfect. So someone's going with perfection. So someone's trying to do something mystically so that you won't have that kind of perfection with someone. So they're trying to get, literally or mystically, they're trying to get your partner to be distracted with someone else. Whatever. That could be why you spend a lot of time harping on success. That could be why you spend a lot of time harping on success, or really deep in your success only more than your relationship, vice versa. Like, I have to protect one. Since somebody else is utilizing them mystically to get the other one out of the way, I need to try to save or safeguard one. I need to try to safeguard one. You know? I need to safeguard one. Or you're trying to safeguard both. Or trying to utilize something mystically to get this person out of the way. It's working or it's not working. But because of Aries. It's not working or it's working or it's not working. It's because of Aries element. It's because of Aries. You know? All right. Let me know how it resonates, Gemini. Be well. Take care. Bye.